Hello class, welcome on the onset of online learning platform. Welcome you. I am your English teacher Gaurav Rai. Welcome you on this online learning platform. Today we will study here a new chapter of English grammar, class 7th standard. The chapter name is Present Continuous Tense and Simple Present Tense. So before starting the chapter, we have to know something that is very significant for us in our life. And what is that thing? The thing is that the students, you know that your exam periodic test has been approaching. So in the sense that you have to be positive. You have to be positive for getting better result, and you have to revise the portions, all the portion. You have to take your study seriously. Don't take it lightly. Otherwise, you will miss the opportunity. And I know that everyone has the competence to do anything in our life. So, once again, welcome to you on this platform, and we are coming on the chapter to discuss about the chapter here. First is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is known as present progressive tense. Present progressive tense means that in this tense the action will be in ongoing form, will be in progress, just at the time or for a long stretch of a time. Understand? So here we are going to read the chapter and know about the terms, how to use the helping verbs in this tense. We will know here. Come on the chapter and know about it. Suppose that you are getting here in present continuous tense, we use the helping verb is, am and are. But we have to know the uses of these helping verbs, how to use these. So you have to know that is will be used he, she, it and singular noun, and am will be used with I only, and are will be used we, you, they, and you have to know that plural noun you can use. Understand? And present continuous will be used for the actions that are happening in present at the time of speaking. Now suppose that this is the example for you. I am teaching English. In this example you are getting that I am teaching English at the time, and that is in continuous mode, in progress. Teaching work is in continuous. Afterward we will use present continuous tense for the action that is happening in the present but not at the time of speaking. Suppose that Mr. Sharma is writing a novel. Here you are getting Mr. Sharma is writing what? A novel. But it may be possible that the writing of the work of novel is continuous but not at the time of speaking. He is writing in present time but not at the time of speaking. Understand? It is continuous in present, ongoing process, but not till now. He is writing in present time. Understand? Afterward we have to use present continuous tense to show that we have decided to do something in future. You have to know that. Suppose that you have decided to do something in future, In this way, you can use present continuous tense. Suppose that I am going to Delhi tomorrow. So by including the word tomorrow, we are indicating here the future action, and the future action is what? I am going to Delhi tomorrow. Going to Delhi. Understand? Whatever we have decided to do in the future, for that purpose we will use present continuous tense. Understand? After that, we have to use present continuous tense for personal arrangement. Personal arrangement means that we have decided to do something already in future. Suppose that whatever I have decided, I am going for picnic on the next Sunday. So student, you are getting the next Sunday will come in future, but in the present continuous tense, by writing the sentence in the present continuous tense, we are indicating the future action. This is the personal arrangement we have decided to do earlier. Understand? So for the personal arrangement, we have to use present continuous tense. We have decided to do in future something. On that position, we have to use present continuous tense. Understand? And present continuous tense will be also used for the action that is happening now. Suppose that I am teaching English, I am teaching English. This is the sentence, I am teaching English now. It means that it is indicating the action is happening now. Understand? Afterward, the something which is continue in present but not the time of speaking. Understand? Suppose that students are getting tutorials daily by online classes, through online classes. So they are getting continuous in present. The action is continuous in present, but not till at the time, because the time has been closed, but this process is continuous in present. Understand? So in this way, we are using present continuous tense. One thing, student, you have to keep in your mind that in present continuous tense in Hindi we are telling raha hai, rahi hai, rahe hain. It will become at the last of the sentence in Hindi. Wah padh raha hai, he is studying, he is reading. Understand? So you are getting ing form of the verb. You will always in present continuous tense you will use ing form of the verb first form plus ing. So I hope that you are getting the contents easily. So you may write these sentences in interrogative. I am giving you the examples of interrogative sentences, how to write the sentences in interrogative. Here we have to know that interrogative have two types. First one is known as helping verbs, that are starting with helping verb, yes no type, which we say yes no type, and second one is known as WH words. Suppose that I am giving you two examples of interrogative sentences. Are you playing cricket? Student, you are getting the sentence here. This is known as yes no type. This is known as yes no type. Yes, no. The answer will come in yes no type. Yes and no. So this is known as yes no type. and yes no type questions start with helping verb. You have to keep in your mind this thing. And second one is known as WH word type. WH word type means that the sentences will start with WH word. What, where, when, why, where, whose, whom. So I am giving you the example. Why are you running? So here you are getting the word WH. Why? Why? So it means that it is WH word. So you have to know that two types of sentences here, yes no type and WH word type. So I hope that you are understanding these things clearly. Afterward we will study simple present tense, and simple present tense will be also known as present indefinite tense. Understand? The second subtopic is simple present tense. So here we will study simple present tense. Simple present tense will be used for habitual action, repeated action. Habitual action, repeated action. Suppose that he always play cricket in Nehru Stadium. In this sentence you are getting that he always plays cricket in Nehru Stadium. You are getting here the sentence, he always plays cricket in Nehru Stadium. So it will indicate habitual action. And in simple present tense, present indefinite tense, we use SRES with he, she, it. Suppose that the sentence is, we have to use he with he, she, it, and singular noun, you have to use SRES in main verb. You are getting here? Yes. So in this way you are going to use SRES in in main verb. Understand? Afterward, simple present tense will be used for what? For timetable, for the timetable which will denote about future action. School reopens on 15th August 2020. So here you are getting, in this example you are getting that school will reopen by using the word reopens and by giving the time. For the official timetable we use simple. For indicating about, for showing about official timetable we have to use simple present tense. Understand? And we have to use simple present tense for general truth. The sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. In this sentence you are getting, this is a general truth. For general truth we have to use what? Simple present tense. And we have to use simple present tense in that condition, the things which are same for a long time. Suppose that she acts on TV. Suppose that she acts on TV. It means that she acts on TV for a long time. You live in Mumbai. You live in Mumbai. In this example, you are getting that the person is living in Mumbai for a long stretch of time. So I hope that you are getting these things clearly, and you have to use SRES in only positive sentence with he, she, it and singular noun. He plays, she plays, they, he plays, she plays. Understand? It plays. Afterward, Sain plays, Mohan plays. For any singular noun, you have to use SRES with the he goes to school, she goes to school. It goes for a long time. Jad goes to school. In this way, we have to use these things. Have understood? And in positive and in the positive sentence, we are not using do does, but we have to use do does in positive and negative sentence. I am giving you the examples of positive and negative sentences. Interrogative positive, sorry. Do you play cricket? Here you are getting, this is known as yes no type. And yes no type, second interrogative question is in negative. Do you not play cricket? So here you are getting two sentences. We can use do and does, and how to use do and does we have to know. Do and does will be used in positive and negative. Suppose that, come on the examples, I will give you the examples. I, we, you, they. And plural, with plural we have to use do. Does will be used with he, she, it and singular. Understand? He plays cricket, I play cricket. You are getting the differences. With he we are using plays and I play. And you have to use in negative sentence also do not and does not. Suppose that I am writing the sentence, he does not play cricket. I am using does not. With I, what will I use? I don't play cricket. So I hope that you are getting all these things clearly, and maybe your doubt will be cleared. Some verbs, I am going to write some of the verbs which will be used only with simple present tense, not with present continuous tense. We will look here, observe here. What are the verbs which will be used only with only simple present tense, present indefinite tense. So look at here now. Students, we have to use these verbs with only simple present tense, not with present continuous tense. If you are using, it means that you are doing wrong, incorrect. So look at here now, verbs of senses. Suppose that you are writing I am seeing, it is incorrect. I see, you have right. So suppose that you are writing verbs of feeling, I am wanting something, it is incorrect to write. You have to write I want something. It is correct way to write. Third is verbs of thinking. Suppose that you are writing I am thinking to do something. It is incorrect. You have to write what? I think to do something. In simple present tense you have to write. After that you are getting verbs of position. You are writing I am having a pain. It is incorrect. I have a pain. I am having a car. It is incorrect. You have to write I have a car. It is correct. You have to write in simple present tense, in present indefinite tense. Verbs of other verbs like cost, weigh, be, seem, appear, need, contain, consist. All these verbs are given in your book. You have to study it properly. So you don't write. Suppose that you are writing this is weighing. It is incorrect. You have to write the way of the rice is 1 quintal. You have to write in this way. So student, I think that you have understood all these things clearly, and you have to know that self-study is the best study. So you have to be prepared for self-study. That is very significant, very important. Without bereft of self-study you can't get success. So I hope that you will start it till now for getting tremendous marvelous achievement in your periodic test 1. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you.